One thing about Kathy Hochul, she knows how to make her rounds when it's time for election. Kathy made her rounds down to the Al Sharpton office. She went on down to the Abyssinian Church and she made her way down to the Martin Luther King Day honorary celebrations, and she knows how to pander to her audience for black liberals. I mean, Kathy, she's had 6 years so far. She came, when Cuomo had to resign, she was able to slide right on in because she was, she worked under him as his staff sergeant. So, that's how she was able to slip through the cracks and become governor. So, Kathy, she has to make her rounds because she has to get them warmed up because it's election time and she's looking for another term to pass those awful proposals that her and Madani and the rest of the administration are scheming, plotting, and planning for New York City. You know, you know how Kathy is. Black liberal women will bring photos of their deceased sons when they got caught in gang wars and being executed probably by illegals in New York City, or, you know, she has to look at the photo and pretend to care, and she's, oh my God, I didn't know that. I'm in Albany. Well, of course we know that. But, she reminds me of, one of those toxic women that'd be like, hey, baby, you know me. I'm Kathy, baby. Come on, baby, vote for me for another term, baby. Well, Kathy, Kathy, girl, you got my vote, girl, girl, I'ma hook you up, girl. I'm gonna give you a little extra food stamps, girl. I'ma look out. I'm Kathy, baby. Oh my, they know how to lay it on thick. I will say that. They know. And one thing about Kathy, even though there's allegations about $15 billion of Medicare fraud going on right now in New York, and the numbers are still rising, she will live by the fraud, stand by the fraud, protect the fraud, and defend the fraud. One thing about Kathy, with her, when's the last time she went to Washington to go speak to Trump? She hasn't been there, especially since the second term has started. Has she been to the White House to talk to Trump? No, she's always bringing forth lawsuits. Her and Letitia James, they conspire together to do these lawsuits because, of course, the administration said that February 1st, they're going to have to cut the funding because of the fact that she's trying to protect illegals, violent criminals in New York City. Can you blame them? She doesn't want to comply. She doesn't want to work with the administration like she's supposed to. And she has to. Of course, Romans 13 teaches us about law and order, and we must have borders. And if she's saying that, she grew up as a Catholic or she's Jewish, que sera, well, the Gentiles can blend in any kind of religion they want to blend in, if you ask me. Especially when they're being a reptilian, right? And a parasite, as always. So, Kathy, she got the same old song. She ain't talking about nothing different. Same old thing, jeopardizing people's lives. More minorities getting harmed because of these executive orders and these laws. And she doesn't care. So even if you see her now for another 4 years, she get elected, you ain't going to see her like that. She's going to pass these laws and bills, and yes, she's going to raise taxes. Yes, your rent will be raised. If you think you're going to get affordable housing, think again. She mastered the art of deception, mastered the art of deceit. And of course, she's going to bend and fold for Scamdani. Of course, they're going to be good, great buddies if she gets another term. So, vote wisely this year, November 5th, 2026. And we hope that more people go out and vote. And just get the message out there. Carry the message. Understand this. These people don't care. If they want to bring communism to this country, they're working on it. Get the White House or die trying. Corruption defends corruption. You will know them by their fruit. People show you who they are, believe them. Keep coming back, more to be revealed.